What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and I am here tonight with a special trending topics episode, you guys. So, this is number 6 of trending topics, you guys. And before we jump into it, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and aren't subscribed yet, I need you guys to do me a solid favor and please stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning your post notifications on, and also by sharing the video. And with that out of the way, you guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about this trending topic, shall we? All right, you guys. So I'm probably just going to run all the way through this. So there probably won't be any much editing to this. But if there are like any pauses, then I'll probably edit that stuff out. But so this trending topics, I think this started a week ago from what I surmised. But what happened is, so if you guys don't see the title, but this is some drama that happened between Melody Cherie Rogers and the bird brain, dolphin mouth, Ariana Curry, right? So Ariana Curry, before I came on here, I had been thinking about this because I knew that I was going to do this video today. And I had been thinking about this video all day. I was like, how do I want to address this girl, right? And the thing is with her, I don't want to call her stupid. I don't want to call her slow, right? Unfortunately, since she doesn't respect herself, I do want to have a little bit of respect, right? And not much. I just don't want to call her stupid. I will say that she is less than smart and she's not that intelligent. She's not that bright, right? Because, so shout out to Tracy who sent me everything that really happened with all this stuff, right? So what happened, and the first thing that I saw that happened, and I don't know what sequential order this stuff goes in, but I do know that this is what, set it off. Now, before I even delve into it, you guys know that there's something that I haven't been, in my Love and Marriage Huntsville reviews, I keep saying that I'm not going to talk about a certain thing because it's not on the show and we haven't gotten to the reunion yet. But the thing that I haven't been talking about is there is a, adult themed tape out there with Melody, and I'm assuming is with Martell, right? So Martell has been, from allegedly, he has been trying to get people to release this tape, right? So that's how this thing happened. So then the bird brain, dolphin mouth, her bird brain, as she got on this phone call with, now I'm not too familiar with Straight No Chaser, so I'm not too familiar with that YouTuber, but she got on the phone with this person, and for the life of me, I don't understand why this girl thinks anybody, especially a YouTuber or a blogger, is her friend, because the way she was talking to this Straight No Chaser person, like you would literally think that this person is one of her good friends, her best friends, the way she was just running off at the mouth. And I'm like, you're so unintelligent that you didn't think that maybe this person is recording this conversation with you, because the girl recorded the entire conversation. And I was watching the video earlier today and it was 20 minutes long, and so I guess she must have did a premiere. So in her live chat comments, as it got to the end, she said there's more to it that she's going to post later. And I was like, so this girl just literally ran her mouth to you for God knows how long, spilling her business as well as Melody's business. So here's the thing that I have an issue with. It's the fact that in this video, this Straight No Chaser girl, she's basically gassing her head up because she's talking about that they are using her on Love and Marriage Huntsville for clout. They are using her for the ratings. I was like, but this season, nobody's mentioned her, so I don't know how she's being used for clout or for ratings when her name has not been mentioned at all this season. She hasn't called Martell this season, so I don't know how she's being used for clout. If anybody I feel would be used for clout for this season of Love and Marriage Huntsville, that would have been Sheree, because Real Housewives of Atlanta has they probably have the same fan base as Love and Marriage Huntsville, but I feel like more people watch Love and Marriage. I mean, not Love and Marriage, but Real Housewives of Atlanta than they do Love and Marriage Huntsville, right? So she was like, I feel like that young lady was gassing Ariane's head up, right? And like I just said a few minutes ago, like how less than smart can you be to not realize that this person might be recording this conversation with you? Like, you're not that bright, my love. So in this video, she kept talking about the fact that, so there's this girl somebody named Carson. Now, I'm not familiar with Carson. I don't know who Carson is. I did just look at her Instagram. So I do see that she does wigs, right? And I think, so she might be based out of Detroit. I don't know. So I know that this Carson girl had a conversation with this Straight No Chaser. So I think that now you guys can correct me if I'm wrong about this situation, but I think the Carson girl, and this is just me listening to the video from Straight No Chaser, so I could be wrong, but correct me if I am. So it sounded like the Carson girl had reached out to Straight No Chaser to tell her that Ariane had reached out to her to say that Martell wanted Ariane to release, use a fake profile to release this, adult themes tape of him, of Melody giving fellatio to a man. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that it was to be pretended that Melody was giving fellatio to a man that wasn't Martell. But so I was like, so, huh? Because I was literally listening to that phone call. I was like, I am thoroughly confused. And I was really kind of pissed at myself that I sat there and listened to 20 minutes of that conversation, right? So, and I think she said there's a part two. If there is a part two, I promise you guys, I will not be listening to part two of it, right? So yesterday, now I actually did see yesterday when Melody went live, and I was like, oh God, Melody's live. So anytime I see, because I follow I follow some of the cast members, right? I follow Mel, I follow Letitia, I followed Martell at one point. I think I still do follow Martell, and I think that's the gist of it. I don't think, actually no, I follow Kimmy too. I follow Kimmy. So I follow a good majority of the cast. I just don't follow them Scott brothers. I don't follow Marcel and I don't follow Maurice. But I do follow Kimmy, Letitia, Martell, and Mel, right? So anytime that I see that Melody has gone live, I immediately swipe up because I just don't want to join her live, because for me with Love and Marriage Huntsville, I just need a break after the episodes go off. And what's really interesting is the drama that is salacious enough, right? It never happens on the show. It's always in the off season when they're not filming the show, right? So I did see yesterday when Melody went live, but I was like, I don't want to join Melody's live. So then I got, I saw everybody. I got on Twitter yesterday, and I saw everybody talking about Melody. I was like, oh God, what has happened with Melody? So then I got on Instagram and I saw Shade Room, Baller Alert, everybody. I saw everybody posting the live that Melody did, right? So in the live, Melody basically addressed Ariane, and I saw in the comments so many people were talking about, she's trying to fight the woman, or Melody, she's stupid because you took him back. Here's the thing with that. Yes, she took her husband back, right? Because she wanted to work on her marriage. She wanted to salvage her marriage. And I'm never going to fault Melody for wanting to fight for her marriage and salvage her marriage, right? So, like, there are plenty of women out there who are getting cheated on with niggas with less than what Martell has, but that's neither here nor there, right? So Melody got on the live and Melody let her have it, right? She let that dolphin mouth bird brain trick have it. Because the thing is, you can only poke people so much. You can only poke a person so many times till they're going to react. And I think Melody has gotten to the point where, okay, enough is enough. You have been poking and prodding me, and I've been sitting over here quiet and not saying anything to you. But now today, now I got time for that ass, right? So Melody talked about the fact that, she, talked about how she called her slow, because she was like, I see why you was a side chick for 5 years. You're slow. I was like, Mel, we knew that before. We knew that long before she even, we knew she was slow. God, I said I wasn't gonna say it. Less than smart, unintelligent, right? When that girl went on Tasha K's interview and said she lived in a 2-parent household, but you lived in a broken home, right? So, Mel addressed her, and, Mel talked about she has pulled up on her before, and she ran from her. And I believe that when Ariane Curry, I just believe that that girl got a mouth on her. She just got a mouthpiece, to run her mouth and to, you know, give fellatio. I think those are the only things that her mouth is good for. Because other than that, I don't think she is about that life, about that action. So, like I said, Mel let her have it. Mel told her either shut up or pull up. And I really, for Mel, I know why Mel says shut up or put up, right? Pull up or shut up, because you have been saying stuff about me, and it's not even. And Mel even said it. It ain't got nothing to do with Martell, which I'll say 5% of it doesn't have. I'll say five. I'll give her 5%. Right? But the other 95% is the disrespect that you have endured from this girl for the time that she was having the affair with him. When she called your phone and told you she was calling, she didn't call you, she called Martell. I would have pulled up on that bitch at that point. That would have been the moment when I pulled up on Ariane Curry, right? And so, like I said, you can only poke a person so many times before they eventually. It's like when you get a soda bottle and you shake it up, 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 and then you open it, it's going to fizz everywhere, and that's what happened with Mel. Ariane has been shaking Mel, shaking Mel, shaking Mel, shaking Mel, and eventually she tried to pull the top off, and Mel just exploded on her, and I'm here for it. I really truly am. I don't feel no type of way about what Mel said. So they had a back and so after Mel did that live, that's when Dum Dum. Oh God, I said I wasn't gonna call her stupid. So after that, that's when this unintelligent girl came back, right? So this first DM that I have, I can't see what she responded. I can't see what there was something that somebody responded to, and I can't see what it says, right? But it says, so I can't see what this says, right? But the person responded saying, girl, they stay trying to drag you, and I hate it. These bitches irritate me so bad. Meanwhile, I'm still trying to figure out who the fuck is this Carson? Where did she even come from? All right, you guys, sorry. My throat started itching and I started choking, so I had to give me something to drink. But back to what this says. So it says, girl, they stay trying to drag you, and I hate it. Do y'all not know that when it comes to the letter I, that should be capitalized? Just saying that. So it says, these bitches irritate me so bad. Meanwhile, I'm still trying to figure out, and I'm supposed to be capitalized. The I and I'm is supposed to be capitalized too. So she says, I'm still trying to figure out who the fuck is Carson? Where did she even come from? So Ariane says something is really wrong with that girl. Then this other person says, how do you deal with all of this negativity and false narratives? I'm sure it has to be draining. Girl, what false narratives? She slept with a married man for 5 years and had a child with him. So what false narratives are out there? She said on this phone call with Straight No Chaser that if she wanted to blackmail, that she would send her the video of her sucking someone's penis. So yeah, what false narratives? Everything comes from her mouth. And even with this girl from Straight No Chaser, she literally said, when I have tea, I send it to you. But okay, set yourself off, right? So she responded back. She said, girl, I stay out of touch. I hear. Girl, here, you used the wrong here. You used the wrong here. It says, girl, I stay out of touch. I hear HERE. Girl, it is HEAR. Hear. Hearing. Hearing. Here means right here, where I'm sitting right here in front of this camera. Oh, girl, you had to. We're gonna talk about that in just a minute too. But it says, girl, I stay out of touch. I hear about shit after the fact. I'm so tired of these people that gotta say my name to be somewhat relevant. Girl, who are you for anybody to use your name for relevancy? Oh, and if you guys noticed that my lip was a little swollen, I had a situation earlier today where I was driving and I was delivering food to somebody, and um, there were a swarm of bees in the area. So I'm definitely allergic to bees, and I had to jump out that car. and jumped back in it. And when I went to go get back in my car, I opened the door too quickly and I popped myself in the mouth. So my lip is swollen, my lip is busted because of that. But nobody beat me up. I want to put that out there. My lip is busted because of JB. But yeah, how do you feel that anybody use you for relevancy? It's beyond me. So then she says, then they lie, and I feel like when I respond, it makes it worse. It makes it make huh? She says, then they lie, and I feel like when I respond, it makes it. Oh, she says, when I respond, it makes it worse. I responded, girl, you really need to go back to school because that doesn't go together. You're supposed to say, then they lie, and I feel like when I respond, well, maybe that is, I don't know. I respond, it makes it, oh, it makes it worse. Girl, I had to really read her. She's so slow. Damn it, I said I wasn't gonna call that girl slow. So it says, I stopped trying to prove my point with the internet, but it does get on my nerves. Then it reminds me that I'm that bitch. Girl, not you that bitch. Okay. Then the person said, that's understandable. Heavy on being that bitch. So here's the thing that I want to say. The people who are defending her, y'all have to be side chicks your damn selves, right? Because only a bird brain side chick would understand the logic that this girl is trying to spew. Because nothing she says makes any logical sense to me. Then it's so whoever reposted this, it says the girls that get it. Again, y'all got to be bird brain side chicks your damn selves, right? So then, the unintelligent girl responded to Melody. So I guess she saw Melody's live. And Melody did say, you probably be on my live with one of these fake accounts, right? So it says, first of all, I wasn't even talking about you. I haven't spoken on you in over 2 years. That's a lie right there because you just spoke to Straight No Chase about her. Don't flatter yourself, teacher. You should ask her for an education lesson because you don't know the difference between here, Here, and Hear. And Mel said that on her live. So I think you might want to go look into going back to school, my love, and learn what a two-parent household is, right? Because the public school system failed your dumb ass. JB, you said you weren't gonna call her dumb, but you know what? At this point, right? So she says, I'm not thinking about you. I'm confused as to why you would think I'm thinking about you. Slow. Girl. Slow? You the last person that should be talking about anybody slow. If I looked up the definition of slow, I would see your face with them dolphin teeth next to it, but okay. Go off, girlfriend. It says you bossed up and still thinking about Ariane Curry. What have you been saying for you to think I think you obsessed? What have you been saying for you to think I think you obsessed with me? I'm going to repeat that one more time because that makes no sense to me. What have you been saying for you to think I think you obsessed with me? Silly bad body ass. Now, Melody is, when it comes to Love and Marriage Huntsville, I don't dislike Mel. I have a like dislike. I won't say love hate because I like Melody at times, but I dislike Melody at times, right? So I go back and forth with I can rock with Melody, but then I can go be like, I can't rock with Melody, right? But the one thing I'm gonna say is Melody is not bad built. Like, let's keep that a buck. She's not bad built. So she says you here, and she used the correct here, but she put it in all caps this time. She said she used the wrong here. Or is it you? I think this isn't right here. You up? Oh yeah, you up here talking about millions. LOL. You filed bankruptcy. Shut the fuck up. You and that show want me to be worried about you so bad, girl. The fuck bye, ma'am. Once again, Love and Marriage Huntsville. Your name has not come up at all in quite some time. So how does the show want you? How does the show want you to be worried about Melody? No one has talked about you. And even, so I did hear her talking about she was going to blast Stormy on that. At one point she was talking about she was going to blast Stormy. Ma'am, Get some, like, do something with your life because you're a sad, pathetic person. I really want you to do something with your life because you are a miserable individual. Do you work? How do you take care of your kids? Do you live off the government? Because I just really wonder how do you take care of them kids? Because you steady go live, but that's neither here nor there, right? So she says, "LOL, pull up, not today, maybe next week's." Let me repeat this. "LOL, pull up, not today, maybe next week when you got the kids and can get one of your 22 babysitters. Me though, I'm out here being a mother to our 5 kids. It's family day. Holla at me. Holla at." She says, holla at after the fourth. You mean holla at me after the fourth? Okay. We out here. We out having fun, bookie boo. Girl, you mentioning my kids, baby. Baby. You all you gotta do is drop a pin, cause don't mention my children, cause I'm gonna come up and wreck shop on you. Like I'm gonna wreck shop on that ass, right? If you mention my kids. Melody did mention this, right? She's like 5 kids, girl. You must really can't count, cause it should be 6, cause you must be really forgetting about Paris. I always feel bad. I always feel bad for Paris, cause anytime that bird goes live, she is always yelling at Paris. She ain't ever paying attention to her son with Martell, cause that little boy. Oh my God. That's why I'm so glad that y'all don't send me, because people at one point I was getting people sending me her lives. Thank you guys for stop sending me that girl's lives. I don't know if she's hasn't gone live lately, or y'all just realized that I didn't care to see her, right? Because each time that girl go live, that little boy is always in the background crying, and I'm like, why does he cry so much? Like he is always crying, and it annoys the shit out of me. And you talking about being a mother to your 5 kids. Are you a mother to Paris? Because like I said, each time you're on live, you're not paying attention to Paris or to your son. Paris, you always having Paris do some stuff for your son. You always yelling at Paris. Didn't you also leave your son in a hot car recently? Like you left your son in a hot car. So if I had to give Mother of the Year to anybody, it would be Mel, because it damn sure wouldn't be you. Because what kind of a mother are you? And Melody even asked her, "Where is your daughter at?" Because I don't think she even knows where Paris is. Like that little girl's gonna be better off without that Dumbo. Ooh, JB, you said you weren't gonna call her dumb, but it is what it is. So Mel went to her stories and said, "5 kids? Question mark. Where's your daughter, boo?" Or you don't know how to count. Oh God. Oh, oh. She said 5 kids? Question mark. Where is your daughter, boo? Or you don't know how to count. Oh, that's right. Her father know you. Her father knows you wouldn't. Girl. And then she said, "I know you triple sick." This is hilarious, you guys. I'm getting my life out of this. She said, "I only posted that clip for the help." Girl, not only posted that clip for the help. Laughter. Switch some of the antics a little bit. So these are all stories from Mel. Damn, this one I can't even read. But yeah, Mel let her have it, and I'm really cool with that, you guys. I'm really cool with Mel letting that dumb girl have it. JB, you said you weren't gonna call her dumb in the beginning of the video, and you done called her dumb I don't know how many times. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Cause I mean, I gotta be honest. She. I said I want to be respectful of her, but how can I respect someone that doesn't respect themselves, right? Like, how can I respect someone that has no respect for themselves? Like Mel said, you have no morals. Like, people like you always want to come back at a person talking about bad body. That's that's easy for somebody who ain't got nothing, right? Let's talk about your morals and stuff, right? And I absolutely agree with Mel, because everything that Mel said was spot on when it comes to that bird brain, dolphin mouth heifer, right? But yeah, you guys, that's really all it was. Now, I don't know if anything else has happened since. Now, Tracy did send me a live last night where this guy, Anthony Lofties, was talking to this Carson girl. Now, you guys are going to, like I said, you guys are going to have to fill me in on, delve deeper into who Carson is. because the only thing that I was able to see from Carson is that she does wigs, and you know it is, I know at one point, Bird Brain was talking about Mel's wig or somebody's wig. I don't know whose wig she was talking about, but I was, because she was like, when y'all see my hair, it be all girl, your hair is all over your head, and you know, I don't see it for her, but she does have nice hair. But you just don't do nothing with that bird's nest on your head. You do nothing with it, nothing. But if Mel pulls up on her, I'm here for it. She does, when it comes to Ariane Curry, she deserves everything that comes to her, and that's why I say, and the funny thing, Mel mentioned it. I divorced him, and he still didn't come and be with you. He did not wife you up. You steady being a bridesmaid. I was like, girl, you better let her know it, that you are being a bridesmaid. Like, I divorced that man. And when I divorced him, he did not come to you. So you are the one that's sitting out here looking stupid and dumb. I said I wasn't gonna do it, but I had to do it, right? She does look dumb and stupid in that regards. This man, the only reason why Martell puts up with you, besides the mouthpiece, is because you're easy to manipulate. You're a fool, right? So and then I know she called Sheree an old bitch or an old hoe or something like that. Both of these women got money. What are you doing? Like, we can say whatever we want to say about Melanie and Sheree. Both of those women are successful women in their own respects. Despite how I feel about Sheree, but they're both successful women. So what can you say about yourself, right? You are pathetic, and you look stupid. Like, this man is not gonna wife you up. This man is just using you as a, how do I want to say this? A cum bucket, or a cum dump, or a cum rag. That's all you are for him. Nothing less, nothing more. But yeah, you guys, drop that in the comment section and tell me what you guys thought about this whole entire situation. There was something else that I wanted to say, but I don't remember what it was. If I remember it in editing, I'll put it in here. But yeah, that's all I got. I don't feel anything for her. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Her karma. Her karma, her karma is waiting for her. And it's, I feel like there's gonna be a day where she does finally realize that Martell isn't the guy for her. And I feel like, the day that but I don't think she's ever gonna try to settle down, because I think that she knows that when she finally finds the right man for her that's gonna love her, she's going to get everything back tenfold that she's done to Melody. But it is what it is. I just really wonder where the people are in her life. Where's her mother? Like, do y'all not sit down with this girl and tell her she looks like she's doing stupid stuff? But hey, drop down in the comment section, you guys. Let me know what you guys thought about. Just let me know your thoughts and opinions on it, you guys, and we'll discuss it in the comments. And until the next time, you guys, stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands, you guys. Be blessed, and I will see you guys for something else. Bye, guys.